Ah, this looks like a nice day to do some work on my truck. But not this one. No. This one. Yeah, the 2004 with the cursed 5.4 3-valve engine. Oh boy. So the story with this truck is it's been sitting around for like 3 years. I was driving back from Home Depot one day and fourth gear went out, like a quarter mile from my house. Just every time it tries to go in the fourth gear, it just goes into neutral. So this has been sitting for a while. It needs a bunch of work to get fixed up and cleaned up so I can sell it again. And this thing breaking down is why I bought the other truck. And oh god, that interior, yeah, 4 years of like pollen has somehow creeped into this interior, and that needs to be cleaned up. Ugh. I mean, overall, it hasn't been a bad truck. I mean, I have had it. It's 20 years old. I have done a lot of maintenance on it. I had to replace the exhaust manifolds. I had a bad misfire for a while that I eventually figured out it was previous owner put some very cheap coils on it. So I replaced all those. That finally cleared up the misfire, and then the transmission went out. It had 149,000 miles on it when I bought it, which was a lot, but it was cheap. It's got 180,000 now. I replaced all the brakes, changed all the fluids, a bunch of sensors and things I replaced, but I mean, besides the misfire and the transmission going out now, it really has been a pretty reliable truck. I've moved cars with it. I've moved from one house to another with it. It's been good. Look at that. Fires right up after like 3 years of sitting. Like that's kind of the beauty of fuel injected cars. It's like as long as they were working when you parked them, you throw a fresh battery at them, they'll start right up. Like I know people love carbureted cars because of how simple they are. No computer to mess with. And yeah, that's true, but EFI, it's going to do all the calculations to get it to run. If it's cold out, if it's humid out, it'll do the work to calculate and figure out how much fuel it needs. Like I don't have to sit there and tap on a carburetor and pull the carburetor on and off and clean the gunk out of it. Like fuel injection does have its upside. As for the actual work I have to do on the truck, there's some spots on the body that need attention, like right here on the front bumper. I've had to fix the paint on this before. There's some big rust spots and some Bondo there. It was a bit of a hack job, and that's what I'm going to do again. It's just a hack job to get this looking better so I can get rid of it. So, my apologies for what you're about to watch. One thing I do really like about this truck is the color. I really like this Ford True Blue color. It's a very nice dark blue, a little bit of a metallic flake in it. It looks very nice. Another spot that needs some attention is back here behind the rear bumper. These corners at the end of the bed, they've completely rusted through. To fix this, I'm going to scrape away all of the rusty material, or at least most of it, and scrape away the loose paint stuff. And then I'm going to make a rough patch that I'll epoxy in place, just to give me something that I can use to build up a layer of Bondo here. Like I said, kind of a hack job. Good as new, and it's hidden by the bumper anyway. So, moving on. A lot of the plastic trim had gone faded from the sunlight, so I'm taking it off so I can do that trick where you melt the top layer of the plastic with a heat gun. It kind of works. It'll never be good as brand new, but it helps bring the color back a little bit. Oh yeah, and the rusty rear wheel arches. This is one of the first things I had to work on when I got the truck, was to try to slow down the rust. It'll never be perfect, but whatever.
So what did you do? You just pulled the filter off?
Yep.
That was the little follower thing?
Yeah. If you want more information on how to repair the transmission like this, you can check out Ford Tech Maculoco's channel. He has a video where he covers all this. That's what I watched before doing this repair, so I'll provide a link to that to his video in the description.
Alright, hold on. You got just one, right? Oh yeah. This is gonna be messy. Yep.
Messy.
Something fell out. I think it was that fourth gear.
Nope, it was
Something.
It was part of its C-clip. I can see the C-clip.
There's a big round thing.
Huh?
There's also a round thing that fell out.
Oh.
We'll see in a minute.
Yeah. Yep. There's the pieces of the C-clip.
Oh wow, here's also disintegrated.
Yep.
Just like in Ford Tech Maculoco's. Yep. You got the little corner of the C-clip.
I got both the corners.
Where's the other? Oh,
right there.
Both the corners came off. Right here. And then it just disintegrated. Cool. My guess is that every one of these trucks is going to do that forever. Which means we got to fix this one.
178,000 miles.
That's it?
Yeah.
Huh.
This is just crazy, this thing.
Yeah, this is voodoo.
There we go. That was the goo.
So are you getting new gaskets? Or
Yeah, I ordered a set. Good.
That's gah.
Oh, goodbye. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to you until the next one comes.
Yeah. It probably could use a new gasket anyway. That looks like spaghetti. You ever see, like, when you flip over a stump and there's like little bugs have been eating the stump? That's what I think of every time I see one of these.
Does look like it.
Looks exactly like that.
I also ordered the replacement, the little ball things.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
So they're
that.
in here too.
You got new balls?
Yes. So like, here's one.
Yep, there's the other piece of our...
Oh shit, it's in there?
Yep.
Glad we went this far.
Yep. I was wondering where the rest of it was. Hold on, I'm gonna have to take the pressure off of it while you magnet. So
Okay.
Put the magnet down there.
Got it.
And that's why it wasn't moving. Yeah, alright, let's get those out and dump this so we can see.
There's one right there.
I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Here it is.
No.
That's the weird one. That was
Yeah, the little other valve
the
thing.
little valve. Jim dangle. So the one it was stuck in was right here. I think. Yeah. It was actually stuck. It was stuck in here between that and that. So when I pried that back, Billy was able to pop that up. So now that actually moves, and I believe that's the 4th gear one he was talking about.
Yep.
So now that moves. Looks like all these other ones are moving. That one, this one, this one. That one moves good. This one moves. There's a small one right here. That one moves. There's one right here. That one moves. Another small one right here. That one moves. Looks like they're all good.
So here's the tricky part of this repair. I need to get the rest of the snap ring out of this servo bore. About half the snap ring is still up in there in the groove. Couple problems. Problem 1, both of the tabs are broken off the snap ring, so I can't use pliers to compress it and get it out of there. Problem 2 is that this servo plunger thing has a spring above it, so it's being pushed down, so I can't easily move this plunger up to get some slack, to get some pliers up there. Some people have used like a jack and a really long extension to try to push up on the servo. I didn't have any luck doing that. What I eventually ended up having to do was make a tool that bolted into the transmission housing that then had another bolt that went up and pushed against the servo. Here it is right here. This is what I eventually had to make. This way I was able to compress the servo spring a little bit, and then I was able to get the rest of the snap ring out of there. Okay, well, that was very annoying, but I did manage to get the old one out. There it is. Goodbye. What I ended up having to do was I had to drill through this piece of metal right here. There's already a gap here, so there's a channel for fluid to flow through. So I'm not really concerned about drilling a hole. But I made a small hole at an angle through here. The reason I did that is so I could get this pick to come here and go into the groove that the snap ring sits in. That way I could pry up the snap ring a little bit, while I then came with another pick and popped it out of the channel. So, broken snap ring is out, and I'm not really worried about this hole, because it's already would have allowed fluid to flow through here. Oh, that sucked. Now I get to have fun putting the new one in. Pliers. This is the last step. Get in there. Alright. Ta-da! Done. Yeah. Oh. Now I can back off my homemade tool, because the jack idea did not work. It was just in the way. Jack was in the way and it was leaking down. Look at that. Yeah, the OTC tool for this was like $170, which I wasn't going to pay for that. And it's in. With that part done, the rest of this repair is just the reverse of taking everything out. You put the valve body back in, Then you put the molded lead spring, not sorry, the molded lead frame back in there, and there's a couple other connections you have to hook up in there. There's like a detent thing for the shifter and just a couple of things to hook up, and then you can put the pan, the filter, and everything back on there. Okay, that should be all the flange head ones.
Sweet.
Yep.
And then we just stir it up, right?
God, no.
No?
That would be bad.
You don't like trans fluid in your eyes?
Yeah, no.
It tastes good.
No.
It tastes like dime.
Yeah, probably. All right, check this out. Yeah, that much.